All right. It's live. Okay. It's Thursday night. I'm streaming live on Instagram for the first time. So, how fun. So, for anyone that wants to send in a track, you just send it to my email. It's atonofrecords@gmail.com. And we will take a listen. Let's get some music going. All right. Okay, multi-streaming. We're twitch.tv/Atonuv. That's your best chat experience. But we are live on Insta for the first time. I finally gained the capability. Instagram Live sounds a little bit better. Did I just fix Instagram Live? How wonderful. All right, yeah, it's good. It's fun to be here on Insta. I'm all over the place. I'm on like every platform now. We're multi-streaming. This is the link to Twitch. That's going to be the easiest place to chat. What's up, Regine? Looking forward to doing some mixing tomorrow with you. All right, I've got a lot of links open. I've got links to the stream everywhere. All right. My email is atonofrecords@gmail.com. If you're working on a track and you want some feedback on it, that's how you get it. We're just getting started. It'll be... Thanks, Regine. Best of luck to you on all your endeavors as well. Okay, well, stuff kind of starts. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to read off tour dates for Summer Like the Season. That's coming up. Feel free to interrupt if you happen to live in any of these places. March 14th, I'm going to be in Chicago at the California Clipper. 3:15 in Dubec at the Smokestack. 3:16 in Iowa at Gabe's. 3:17 in Omaha at O'Leaver's. 3:18 in Denver at the Skylark Lounge. 3:19 in Moab at the Blue Pig. 3:20, it's Treefort Fest. 3:24 Bend, Oregon at Rivers Place. 3:25 in Seattle at the Vera Project. 3:26 in Portland at the Fixin' 2. 3:27 in Eugene, Oregon at Old Nick's. 3:28 in Arcata at Blondie's. 3:29 in Crescent City at Pops. 3:30 in Reading at Temple Music. 3:31 in Oakland at Tamarack. 4:1 in Palmdale at Transplants Brewing. 4:2 in Los Angeles at the Paramount. This show's a big deal. If you're in LA, get a ticket now. There's early bird pricing, so you'll save some money. 4:4 Phoenix at the Trunk Space. 4:5 Tucson at Blondie's. 4:6 Bisbee at the Bisbee Social Club. 4:7 El Paso at Nature House. 4:8 Marfa, Texas at Planet Marfa. 4:9 San Antonio at the Pink Zeppelin. 4:10 in Austin at the Coral Snake. 4:12 in Houston at 1810 O'Heyman's. 4:13 in New Orleans at the Howling Wolf. 4:15 in Atlanta at Inner Space. 4:16 in Chattanooga. 4:17 in Knoxville at the Pilot Light. 4:18 in Asheville at the Outpost. 4:19 in Charlotte at Bart Smart. 4:20 in Woodbridge, Virginia at the Moonlight House. 4:21 in Richmond at Another Round. 4:22 in Baltimore at the Castle. 4:24 in New York at Purgatory. 4:25 in Philadelphia. 4:26 in Pittsburgh at the Government Center. And 4:27 in Akron, Ohio at the Cave. Took a while to read those dates. It's going to take even longer to play them. Oh, Smelting, awesome. You're in Philly. Let me get the name of the venue. It's not in my sheet. And I'll check out your stuff. Yeah, Ty, we got our own ears rack. It's split, and it gives me the flexibility. You know, I run my own ears, and then I can send like 10 tails out to front of house, but a lot of the time I am just also mixing the show. It happens more often than not. The Insta has like, it's kind of bouncing between like 2 and 10 people. All right, fireworks. Let's take a listen. That's right, Ty. I give him the business. Honestly, a lot of the times, it's not even left-right. It's just left. I do it all mono, baby. Fringe Arts in Philadelphia. But also, yeah, public spaces, horrible. I agree. And I got wicked mono too. This is nice. So this is a lovely piece of music. It sounds good. Um, it sounds like you're thinking a little too hard with some of the numbers and everything. Um, you're suffering from think too much-itis. So like there are just a couple of things that I would change here. It's a little bit heavy on low end, like below 100. So I would cut that back a little bit, or I'd kind of like pull low end down 1.5 dB, and then everything over 1K like up 1.5 dB. It's kind of a tilt. Would be nice to get some more detail on it. The stereo imaging is very it's a little too wide. It's a little bit headphony. I would, I'm going to put the sacred video in chat. Mixed with your eyes. You said that you normalized like stereo and mono separately, both to -14 LUFS. So like you don't want your mono and your stereo to be the same level. You're going to want the mono to be a little bit hotter than stereo. And that'll be a nice place to start. But that's basically it. I think this is very good. So think a little bit less about numbers, more about how it sounds, and then make those little couple of tweaks. A little less low end, a little more spicy. And I would also make this a little bit louder for the final. But this is very good. This is good. Yeah, it does have that Mirror's Edge feel. For sure. Okay, this is live on Instagram for the first time, so if anyone wants to send in a track for me to listen to, just send it to my email. I'm dropping it in chat. Welcome to the stream. This is also, if you want the, like, full live stream experience, we're over on Twitch. Here's the link to that. Nice. That's great. It is good old Dan. Saint Dan. It's a very reasonable Dan Warhol video. Yeah, this is the new background music. It's taken the crown. Prepare for hours. We've all been pummeled by Conclave relentlessly. A grain abuser? That's fair. It's a great sound. Love those grains. Nice. I'll see you over on the Twitch side. Oh, absolutely. I've done a bit of FFT sound design. I should probably do more. I do a lot of modular synthesis, so that's like granular, granular, granular. Oh, yeah, I can check out your other one for sure. No problemo. Nice. Um, so yeah, bass is blown out. So what I would do with the atmosphere, again, check your stereo imaging. That's going to help it sound like ultimately wide. To have it be less wide, it's going to help it sound wider if it references the center. And then if you just if you want it to sound a little bit lusher and a little more full, I would go trim the fat on like kick and bass, and you can get some of the sound design to have a little more low mids for sure, like around 200. You're just going to want to make sure that there isn't like a lot of fighting down there. So you could have your atmosphere be a little bit fuller, but just make sure that you're not making the entirety of the mix muddy. That would be my approach. But I think it's lovely. Hey, I appreciate it smelting. All right, I've got 30 gigs of samples available exclusively on this console page. Works best on browser right now. It's a new app. They're getting it going. But yeah, 30 gig Dropbox folder from a psychedelic session. Drums, vocals, guitar. I'll drop it in the Insta chat as well. It's in all the chats. I mean, I think that the most important thing is to find your voice and find your style. And then the little technical things kind of fill themselves in. And then, dude, I think that everything is good for stuff. I think that it's kind of a, like, I think that there's like a huge degree of like scarcity mindset in music, but people like music is the thing. There's so many people on planet Earth, and there are so many there's such a huge variety of tastes to account for. And I think you just make something to the best of your ability and you put it out. You could do like a thoughtful, planned release and do like, you know, smart stuff with it. But Hoagie's a little bit being a little bad. Anyway, as far as like what this track would need are those like 2 tweaks that I said. adjusting the bass balance and the stereo imaging. And I think that this would be like absolutely great for an ambient chill out sound design thing. It's got that like some of that nice like the flashbulb style stuff. Start putting it out. Be unafraid and unashamed to promote it. Post it. Do some prolific posting. I think you're good to go. All right. We're live. I'm on like every streaming platform now, doing Discovery. The Twitch chat works best, but feel free to send me a track and we'll take a listen to it. Yeah, I mean, I do think that like being a little less self-analytical would be beneficial, like for sure. And, but, I mean, it comes from a pretty understandable place. It's not a like nice world, or okay, I guess, I don't know. I'm kind of of two minds on it. I think that the way that everything is presented to us, like through society, through culture, through late stage capitalism, through the lens of the system, I think that everything is presented in very, very horrible ways. That everything is super hyper competitive, that there is absolutely no space for like individuality, expression, and that things, especially in music, must fit the diminishing returns of top 40. And we have like an analysis of it that that is where all of the money is. It's a real classic. There's no place that like the 1% is more present than the music industry. It's like one of my favorite graphs to look at is like the Billboard Top 100 in 1965. It's 100 songs were written by roughly 100 different people that charted at any given time. And then as we enter into 2024, like the top 100 songs are written by like 5 people. So it's a hyper monopolization of writing, of expression. But then as we corner the market, as it gets smaller and smaller from that perspective, audience participation also diminishes. The the profit margin shrinks, and like audience tastes are left unsatisfied because people do like diversity of entertainment. And then we can also, like, the other thing that changes drastically in the music industry is that like the average chart time for a song in 1965 was like 1 to 3 weeks if it was a huge hit. The average chart time in the year 2024 is like 25 weeks. So there's less songs being written by fewer people, and it's engaging with the market at a lower rate of success. But profits are captured by a monopoly. So it's more effective for like 50 people. So when you like take that analysis, it can be seen as like pessimistic, that there's this giant brutal machine working against you. But on the other hand, people, like if you go, like if you're out and about and you're meeting people, talking to people, engaging with people, showing them your music and reaching people on kind of a human level, humans are beautiful and love things. The machine is out to kind of discourage love, but it is real and it's available. So I think just kind of trust. And, so it ultimately comes down to, like, I'm going to be like, follow your bliss, follow love. But it's true to, like, a large degree. No, it doesn't sound like you're fame chasing. I understand. There's a frustration. It's like there is a point at which it is, if you're not reaching people, if you're not engaging, there's kind of a third, it's the artist, the muse, and the audience. It's a three-part relationship, and without the third part, it's missing something. But it is there, and I think that it doesn't matter that that something is outside of like pop. No, this is good enough. For sure. For fans of the flashbulb, that would be my, if I was going to do like target marketing. But I think just start with the the belief in the goodness of it all. Yeah, Ben Jordan is a a legend in the... I love the videos. Music and videos are good. Yeah, Hoagie's definitely cleaning out these ears. I don't think that it's like there's kind of like an over obsession with like hyper compartmentalization in music. It's like, oh well, people won't like this because it uses a flanger, you know? That's just not true. I think that like I think that we're encouraged to hypersegment again by the machine. But basically for like people with ears, a lot of the things that we think matter just don't. I mean, it's just like it's either swipe left, swipe right, very, very fast decisions that are, I think, kind of a undecipherable stew of emotions and happenstance, and that you just need to be swiped upon many, many times. Hey, thanks for the subscription. Big ups. We're also at 1,099 followers. Break 1,100 tonight, I think. How fun. Yeah, emote time. This is fucking very good music. Yeah, it's a violin track. Yeah, the sound design I feel is just too much bass, too wide on stereo. There's really nothing beyond that. Like, I'm not, if you want like more in the nitty gritty or the technicals, I'm just not the person to ask. Yeah. I exist on a pure plane of like, it slaps or does not slap. It's across all genres. No, it's all good. Pickle Queen, good to have you. This is the first time that I have simulcasted to Instagram. So, welcome to the stream. This is normally a Twitch-only experience, but I'm giving this a go. We're listening to Smelting Moons right now on repeat while tracks come in. This is the stream. I have a very uncooperative dog on my lap. He is 60 pounds of puppy. Right. Smelting's a little bit on the spot. We're just loving the vibes is the thing. You're like, will people like the music? I think that right as of we're like batting 100%. Everyone loves the track. So Hoagie is in my lap. Let me... Oh, he kind of likes the microphone. Behold, Hokey. He's my special little bud. This guy was wandering the streets of Detroit in the beginning of December when it was starting to get cold, and he needs a home. It probably shouldn't be my home. I have so many dogs, but I'm his foster father. I'm teaching him how to be very, very good. Look at how good this dog is. He's so cute. All right. All right, I'm going to drop a link in chat. If anyone wants 30 gigs of samples, that's drums, bass, guitar, vocals. It's available on that console page. IO Detroit, what's up? From mixing to mixing. Right now I'm just listening to music. Not very intensive. Smelting, this is so listenable. I fucking love it. All right, if anyone would like a little bit of mix feedback, you can send it to my email. I'm dropping it in chat. Blizzy, what's up? Oh, yeah, absolutely. I remember you, Eunuch, for sure. Howdy. It was a couple of years ago. I remember most of everybody. I have a pretty good streamer memory. You've come away? Yeah, I think that this... I liked your stuff then, for sure. Drew me a frog. That was very helpful. Very necessary. Really? Instagram is faster? That's wild. I do not use Ableton. I'm a Studio One person. That's pretty wild. Twitch is like renowned for being a fast chat. Maybe Insta's the new thing. Insta's the sauce now. I don't know. I'll have to figure out a way to like integrate chat into, and the Insta like aspect ratio is pretty weird. First time at NAMM. A gentleman. Twitch needed a refresh. All right, we're racing. You know, I encourage everybody to engage on all platforms. Let's get those metrics up across the board. We're on YouTube. We're on Insta. And what the fuck? Kick. That is a graveyard. Yeah, Rue is like one of the best free. I'm helping it's good to know it's your buddy. That could have been anybody. Helping my janitor treat his room. Rue is one of the best free pieces of software out there, and you can get so much done so quickly. I'm a big fan. The janitor. Fuck yeah, Ty. I feel like I should okay, it's gonna look weird on Twitch. Let me know if this... Okay. So it's like we actually have a good number of people on Insta. I'm going to have to figure this out. So it's like we just got this empty space on Twitch. Maybe it's negative space. Maybe it's a very artistic decision. But I feel like people need to see the chat. Because it's kind of like I'm just having an insane conversation with myself. I'd love for everyone to know that I am in fact talking to human beings. This looks good. Ty likes it. All right, the blank space, we could just put memes in it. send me Twitch exclusive memes to put into the side panel. All right, and if anyone wants to get a track into the rotation, we're having a really good hang. This is like a really good, cozy stream. Send me an email, send me a track. Oh, a secret a secret smack talking chat. I mean, that's fun. I'm not sure how I would accomplish it. Let's start with memes. We'll just meme about the Insta people. We're gonna meme on a bitch. Just like nice little dunks. Dog is heavy. TO40. Send it to my. Let me put it in the. Okay, just drop my email in chat. Ty, wonderful. You've done it. You've cracked the code. You broke the internet. All right. I'm going to read through my tour dates. I think there's some tracks coming in, but let's blast tour dates. Very excited. 3:14 in Chicago at the California Clipper. 3:15 in Dubec at the Smokestack. 3:16 in Iowa City at Gabe's. 3:17 in Omaha at O'Leaver's. 3:18 in Denver at the Skylark Lounge. 3:19 in Moab at the Blue Pig. 3:20, it's Treefort Fest, the best fest in all the land. 3:24, Bend, Oregon at Rivers Place. 3:25, Seattle at the Vera Project. 3:26 in Portland at the Fixin' 2. 3:27 in Eugene at Old Nick's. 3:28 in Arcata at Blondie's. 3:29 in Crescent City at Pops. 3:30 in Reading at Temple Music. 3:31 in Oakland at the Tamarack. 4:1 in Palmdale at Transplants Brewing. 4:2 in Los Angeles, sunny Los Angeles, at the Paramount. This show is fucking cool. Julian from QAnon Anonymous is doing a guest DJ set. And if you're a nerd, a very specific kind of nerd, that's very cool. Early bird tickets are out. Grab a ticket. You'll save some cash. 4:4, Phoenix at the Trunk Space. 4:5, Tucson at Blondie's. 2 Blondies on this tour. 4:6 in Bisbee at the Bisbee Social Club. 4:7 in El Paso at the Nature House. 4:8 in Marfa at Planet Marfa. 4:9 in San Antonio at the Pink Zeppelin. 4:10 in Austin at the Coral Snake. 4:12 in Houston at 1810 O'Heyman's. 4:13 in New Orleans at the Howling Wolf. 4:15 in Atlanta at Innerspace. 4:16 in Chattanooga. 4:17 in Knoxville at the Pilot Light. 4:18 in Asheville at the Outpost. 4:19 in Charlotte at Bart Smart. 4:20 in Woodbridge, Virginia at the Moonlight House. 4:21 in Richmond at Another Round. 4:22 in Baltimore at the Castle. A Day Off in New York in 4:23. 4:24 playing at Purgatory in Brooklyn. 4:25 in Philly at Fringe Arts. 4:26 in Pittsburgh at the Government Center. And capping it off, Akron, Ohio, 4:27 at the Cave. Hit me up about any of those dates. All right. 240. Has sent me a song. Let's take a listen. I have to unzip the files. Industrial 2. Working with a lot of headroom. That's nice. Ty getting 2 tickets for LA like a fucking boss. Be like Ty. Appreciate you, dude. Cool. 240. This is a really cool track. A lot of really interesting textures. The mix is pretty good. There's just 2 things that I would address. Kind of like pretty standard things to work on. I feel like this is either a headphones mix or a small speakers in an untreated room type of thing, like KRKs or like HS5, something like that. Basically, too much low end. The kick is really unstuck from the mix. So look at pulling that back below 100 hertz. That's going to set the balance a lot nicer, and probably just turn the kick down a couple of dB. And then stereo imaging is almost dialed in. It is it's very wide in the low mids, so mono lacks a lot of punch and power. So I would just go into like verbs, stereo effects, and then just pull back like 150 to 400 pretty liberally, and then you're gonna have like a pretty cohesive stereo image. That's it, and then I think we're in really good shape on this track. Yes, this is definitely a Bjork nap. Oh, Ty, you want to... I think that this could be arranged. Let me see. Let me find out what the situation is at the Paramount. You would obviously be my go-to. Outside of myself. You could have my iPad. Actually, it's not even my dirty little secret. I mix the shows on my phone. Oh, 240, that's not yours? Not sure whose that was then. It just came in. I haven't gotten anything from you. Let me check spam. Z tapes. I sent in something. Yeah, 240. I just don't have anything from you. Let's take a look at Z tapes. This looks interesting. We've got a whole folder of music. Fascinating. We've got time. Are these mixes or are these masters that you sent me? All right, rough mixes, right on. $240, where did you send me a video? Where does this exist? This is fucking cool. Yeah, 240. I got a WeTransfer from Toro Kami 01 at Gmail. Is that your email? Z tapes. This is a really good song. That is the most important thing. Let's get upvotes on the YouTube also while we're in YouTube land. Get some likes and some subs. Uh, yeah, 240. I played the file that you sent me, so if that wasn't yours, you just sent me the wrong thing. Okay. I'm focusing in on Z tapes. These are rough mixes on a really good song. Okay. I love the guitar tones. I love the performances. I think that there's really something here. Are you mixing this? I don't want to, basically, I don't want to like overstep or over, like kind of like talk over you, because I think that, you know that these are rough mixes, and like where I would go from here is kind of like punch it up a little bit, bring out the kind of like the grit and some intensity and some power. Low mids are a little lacking. Do a little bit of cleanup. In this initial mix, we're very, very wide on stereo effects, so just kind of prune the stereo. But basically, you're in a really, really nice position here because it's not overblown on the low end. So you basically, okay, cool. You've been working on them yourself. That's cool. You haven't painted yourself into a corner here because you haven't like blown out the low end, and you've left yourself plenty of room to work. So you're this is exactly where I would want to be in a mix at this point, where it's like all of the fun stuff. It's like really scooped out from 250 to 2K. So that's where we want to be making moves. And those are fun moves. That's making drums sound awesome. That's making guitar sound awesome. That's making vocal sound awesome. So doing like nice little automation moves to kind of like push things into the center as you want them to be. That's going to be very powerful. Introducing things like parallel compression, rear busing, saturation, kind of the secret sauce maneuvers are going to be really useful. Yeah, this basically just comes across a little bit thin. If I just like go to a section and play. Awesome song, awesome performances. Bass tone is really nice. It's just the mix is thin. Drums. What all are you working with for drum mics? I'd probably go in and do some, if you've got a multi-mic setup, I'd be doing like phase alignment and just getting them tight in the room. I'm going to pull in another track just to see if we have kind of like consistent issues. Okay, while I pull in this next track, I'm going to drop a link. I've got 30 gigs of samples available exclusively on a new chat page called Console. 30 gigs of drums, 30 gigs of vocals, guitars, all sorts of cool stuff. I'm dropping it in the chats. Yes, Ty, that was going to be my question. If there are room mics available here, they need a little. They need a little shaping. Um, and also super slick move. I think for anyone watching that wants to get like a good sounding record on kind of a budget, going into a space and recording drums, super good idea. Uh, so that's what I would do on that track. Let me listen to another song. Let's see if we're in around the same. Okay, this has a little more going on in the low mids. Stereo's a little bit less crazy than the first track, and that's nice. That's a nice place to be. I like, and the vocals feel like they're sitting in just an overall better place. And then just generally, this is like less scooped out, so it sounds fuller, sounds more present. I like this mix. Drums, I do feel like the mics just need editing and scooting and phase alignment. Unicorns at heart, right on. Okay, 240. I'll check out the. I got another WeTransfer from you. I feel like you're going in the right direction, and you're being very cautious with low end, which is definitely a way to like super smart. Okay, super solid maneuver. But as we get into like the end game of mixing, it's like that's where we could start to push the booty a little bit. I Don't Heart Radio is coming back. Second season's going to drop right before we go on tour. I was actually doing an episode today. I love this. So I'm down. I'll keep listening. I've got a track from 240. I'm just going to put this out there. I got a little bit of funding to basically just do like cool audio stuff for the year. If you want to do like a stream mix of this record, I'd be very happy to take it on. I think that there's really something here to be kind of like tutorial style, but also you're making really good decisions already. Just these, the big pain in the ass is editing these drum mics. All right, let's see if I have 240's proper track. Render. Okay. Cool ideas. DR.5 is just not particularly fun to listen to for me or my speakers. But basically, if you're going to go like that loud, you don't want to have like a waterfall curve. You're going to want to smiley face it. Push those upper mids. And then evaluate from there. Listen to another. Oh, you've got a show tonight? Very fun. This is good. These are good songs. Another good song. Nice. Enjoy your spaghetti. This was a good hang. I think I might call it. I can get to the gym if I leave now and get swole. There's a contest in Summer Like the Season right now in which me and Summer are competing on who can get the most ripped before we go on tour. Liam will be judging. There will be content. I think there's also a spelling bee involved. That's been added. This has been really awesome. This is a good stream. Yes, your vote. Everyone's going to vote for Liam. That's why Liam is disqualified. Liam is the judge. Liam's everybody's favorite. We all know it. Yeah, why not? It was great to meet you. And hit me up. This record's super good. Yeah. This is awesome. And the Insta stream, I think that's good. We're going to keep on doing that. That was good vibes. I'm going to get ripped. See ya.